just scrolling on my phone. Just scrolling on my phone. Oh, someone messaged me. It's Sam. Have you seen Fast and Furious? No. Who hasn't seen Fast and Furious? What do you want to talk about them after you watch them? Yes. All right, great. Cool. Oh well, I got time. I'll catch up to him. I mean, I'm pretty sure I've seen all of them. Yeah, of course I've seen all of them. What am I talking about? Why does The Rock have such a shiny head? Why did Jason Statham become good friends with the family when he killed Han? Oh, oh wow. That was a bad dream. Anyway, let's go on my phone and see if anyone's contacted me. Oh shit. Oh shit. He's seen them. Fuck. Fuck, 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 fuck. Oh shit. No, 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 no. Shit. I need to. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Oh crap. Found it. Okay. Oh man. I haven't seen any of the movies yet. I'm gonna have to use this. Crap. Alright. Oh man, here it goes. Okay. I feel the power of the Fast and Furious franchise coursing through my veins. I'm ready. I'm ready to talk about these stupid fucking movies. Let's go. 2001's The Fast and Furious.
The Fast and the Furious.
Oh,
you got
sorry.
to remember the thirds as well. It's
Yeah.
they really inventive titles with all of these films. It must be said.
I've seen I read interviews from the time, and they said when they were filming this, they didn't really expect it. They didn't really see it as a car movie. They saw it as more like a crime syndicate kind of, which is I feel like that's hard to believe.
What film are they
That's
watching?
very hard to believe. Exactly.
They just it's a movie in which they have to say the word race wars every 5 minutes to remind you what's going on. How is it a crime film?
Why do they keep saying race wars?
It's just the one thing throughout that entire film that they just kept doing, and did no one for a minute think should we be saying race war over and over again? It's
and you want to know something really good?
What?
So I don't know if you know this, there's a movie called The Fast and the Furious from the 50s.
What?
Yeah, it's a really old movie, and it has nothing to do with this. There's no connection. It's just a title that they bought the rights to, because originally one of the titles that was screened suggested was Race Wars.
Oh my god.
So imagine.
Jesus Christ.
Imagine.
It's just two race, two war.
Two race, two war.
Race wars, Tokyo Drift. It's just so many bad combinations.
Race 9? Wars 9?
God.
Something like that.
What do you think about the first Fast and Furious? What are your ideas about it?
Honestly, I shouldn't like it because it's terrible, but I feel like it has some charm, It's on the nose, and Paul Walker. Everyone's so attractive in this movie. It's insane.
Yeah. Oh yeah, definitely.
It's the pure 2000s. Everyone looks glossy and sweaty and attractive and with washboard abs.
These movies definitely sort of started as, let's just get a bunch of attractive people in cars.
Yeah.
And see what happens. There is definitely a charm to it. I don't think it's the best movie ever made.
Yeah.
I thought it was a lot of people sort of reading consensus on it. Lots of people think, oh yeah, it's pretty good. I'm just like, what? When When? Can you point to me?
Yeah.
It's like the races are just the same three shots of
Yep.
person in a car, person like accelerating or whatever, and then a car or just like a blur. And that is, and
Don't forget the
that's
NOS.
the
Don't forget the NOS.
oh yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's the rinse repeat format that they do for the first two movies. And I'm quite glad that they kind of ditched the race war thing.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I'm not going to call it a street race. It's
Yeah, don't call it.
forever a race war. I'm kind of glad they ditch it because there's only so much you can do with it.
Do you wanna know who a writer on this first movie is?
Who?
Suicide Squad's
Oh god!
own.
Oh yeah, I saw that. I saw. Oh my god! Yeah. What's he doing? Release the air cut, man. Do it. I want to see how bad it is.
Listen, I guess it's just like I don't know. I don't know if you've seen Training Day. I guess that's sort of like a
I mean, I keep meaning to because it looks kind of entertaining.
this is sort of like trying to be Training Day, I
Yeah.
feel, because
All right. Okay.
it's like, oh, we have it's like about a guy who gets respect in the hood or something. So it's like it's
Cop,
it's sort of
cop
that
on the edge, isn't it?
cop on the yes,
Yeah.
exactly, cop on the edge.
Also, I don't know if you've seen Point Break, but anyone who's seen Point Break and also watched The Fast and the Furious will be able to tell you that they're basically the same movie. Except one of them is considerably better. Dom Toretto as a stand-in for like Patrick Swayze's character is just kind of ridiculous.
Speaking of Too Fast, Too Furious, let's
Yes.
talk about this one. I would say considerably less because Dom Toretto's not here. He's not in the.
Yeah, I didn't know he wasn't in Too Fast, Too Furious. And we got about halfway through, and I was like, "Oh, there's a bit where there's like, I know someone." And I'm just like, "Oh, it'll be Dom. It'll be
Oh,
Dom
Dom, yeah.
Toretto." And he's like, "No, he's not in this one." And I'm just like, "What? I thought he was in all of them." And I got genuinely disappointed that we weren't getting any more of his shiny head in this one.
Yeah.
So it's
Yeah, but you got Tyrese's shiny head to replace.
yes,
He's sort of a
yes.
stand-in.
The bit later in the film, the ultimate suspension of disbelief moment. Um, so there's the really cool car chase. They do the rumble, whatever. There's all the cars that come out of the garage. That bit's really cool. I actually quite like that.
All right.
When they're trying to get away with the money or whatever, they do that cool, kind of believable bit, and then the boat thing happens. And we're treated to a glimpse of what's to come. This stupid stunt, which is just completely unbelievable in this mostly kind of believable film. They managed to jump a car onto a moving boat, yacht, or whatever, and it's just one of the most ludicrous things I've ever seen.
Tokyo Drift.
Best soundtrack of all of the
Oh, yeah.
films,
Easily.
clearly, yes. Slams. Is this the first Justin Lin Fast and Furious movie?
This is the first Justin Lin, and you can tell because it's kind of fun. It's like
Yeah.
yeah, it's very interesting, I think.
It's just like, I mean, that guy's just sort of, Justin Lin knows how to make a fun movie. Tokyo Drift is fun. It's better. Is it? Is it better? What do you think?
It's if you're going into it just like without knowing anything, I would imagine not seeing any of these films and then seeing this one. It's like, what is this? What is happening?
Yeah,
Why is no one in the first two in this?
I think you do feel the loss of the characters a little bit.
Right.
You do kind of miss Brian a little bit, if you can even sort of say that. I mean,
Right.
because he's hardly the most like charismatic protagonist of all time. They've got that laughable protagonist, like
It-
a cool guy who dies and then comes back.
Okay, first of all, Bow Wow. They got a new rapper because
Oh,
because
okay.
Ludacris
Wait, is
wouldn't
that
come
guy a
back.
rapper?
Yes, Bow Wow, Lil Bow Wow. He used to be he's a rapper in the 2000s.
Oh my god, I didn't even
Yeah.
know.
It's probably the most fun and the most like well directed because Justin Lin, when you think about it, he's directed. Didn't he direct the fifth one as well?
Yes, yes.
And
He
also,
perfects it.
Justin Lin, he like He worked on a bunch of Community episodes as well.
Did he? Which ones?
Yeah. Modern Warfare, the
Oh
paintball
wow.
ones,
Oh no, you can
Interpretive
tell then.
Stance. Yeah, you
You
can
can,
tell he's like a
especially with Modern Warfare, you can tell that he
yeah.
did some of the later Fast and Furious movies. That's yeah. Oh, creds to him then. He is a competent director.
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah.
Like
No,
so,
there's no doubt about it.
he's not like awful. I don't think these movies are that good, but they're pretty fun, and he's good at it. So
Yeah.
props to him, I guess.
Number 4, I think that's when it genuinely becomes like
It's bonkers.
it like they in the first like 15 minutes, it's just everything. It's just
Oh
everything
yeah.
at once, and there's flaming barrels and cars doing drifts under missing by the
Oh my
skin of their
god.
teeth. It's
No,
everything.
there's the really funny bit at, when they're doing the whole truck heist, um,
Right.
and Dom is with Michelle Rodriguez's character,
Yeah.
um, Letty, I think,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
they're under there's the flaming like truck is coming towards them, and he's just staying there, and she's screaming at him to go, and he's just like waiting out because he's Dom Toretto, he's the coolest man on earth.
He's gonna decide when he goes or something like that.
And he like at the final second like drifts and it misses them for some reason. And
Yeah.
it's just I think it's a beautiful moment. It like cements already that this ain't your daddy's Fast and Furious movie. They go from street race film to crime, like hard crime, as quick as possible. And I think it's actually a better choice, to be honest.
Yeah. Yeah, no, definitely. Because I think if what the franchise was in the at the start,
Mm.
it those types of films just aren't like interesting anymore, I feel like. Like you can look
No,
back at them and be like, oh, that's an interesting like crime movie. But it's not, it doesn't I feel like its impact is sort of decreased because of like
finished. It's
the
yeah,
Thor
it's
movies
diminished
and
over
like
time. Until I saw number five, four was my favorite one. Even though I don't like these characters, I don't even care about them that
yeah.
much. But for some
Yeah,
reason, I
same.
do, and that's leads us on to Fast Five, I think, pretty well because
Yeah.
these characters that I, by all means, I shouldn't really care about.
You kind of do now.
Yeah,
Let's talk about Fast Five.
it's the best film of all time.
It's
It's the
amazing.
best.
It's everything just comes together, and I have a uh I have a hypothesis, not a hypothesis, it's a theory, right? It's an
Okay.
idea.
Yes.
I think the plot of Fast Five
Doesn't
tracks
exist.
it.
It's not a real plot. There was no script.
They just showed up on the day and started filming Vin Diesel.
Exactly. I think that's just the method with all of these films. Just see what Vin does and go with it.
Okay, no, hear me out. Hear me out.
Okay.
Okay, the plot for Fast Five, which doesn't exist, but we'll just say what it turned out to be in the movie.
Okay. Yeah.
It accurately maps the trajectory of these films, and I'll tell you why. So at
Okay.
the start of the movie, right, they get their team together and whatnot, and they're sort of doing their separate things, and they come together and whatnot, and then they spend like the better part of Act Two just kind of trying to beat this sort of system that they have to get through, right? It's like a they need a fast enough car to move through and not be detected by the cameras, right? And then they're sort of
Yes.
like trying to get through it as quick as possible. Gal Gadot tries it, doesn't work. Whatever, who everyone tries it and it doesn't work for them. And then just they come up with the most genius plan, which is to drive like I don't even know if it's a car, like Dodge Chargers into the just break into the police station and attach the safe and just rip it out of the walls. Later on in the scene, they
Yeah.
just use the safe to like wipe cop cars off the highway.
It's,
They literally do like car martial arts.
that's not. It does just become this like grand. just set piece towards the end that just
Yeah.
I think another kind of funny thing to point out in this film, like up until this point, these movies they make a point in not making the main characters like kill anyone.
Right.
All of that is thrown aside in
Yeah,
Fast
they
5.
that's not even like I think they operate on the 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 sort of thinking that, well, if you can't see the person they killed's face, it's like a stormtrooper effect, right? It's like you can't see
They're
their
all
face, so
dirty cops. It's fine,
exactly. Yeah, it's
guys.
fine, guys.
Um,
We're all just killing just no, it's not even the cops, it's just like just slam normal just civilians' cars on the highway
yeah,
with the sake of just
exactly.
crush them into one piece. Let's talk about the Dwayne Johnson in the room.
Oh my god. I read a review which called him the greatest Brechtian actor of our generation, which I think is kind of insanely accurate. And it's just I have a lot of praise for Dwayne Johnson. I really do. He's
Oh, no.
doesn't matter what he's in or what he's doing, he will always be charismatic in some way. And you'll
Mhm.
always want to watch him. I don't know what it is about Dwayne Johnson. I really don't, but he's just wonderful. How many times do they say family in this one movie?
This is where I think the meme started, where it was like, "This is where we're doing family,
It's a
the
family
power of family."
film.
Yep, absolutely.
It's a family movie for family fams, you know. Um, it's just it's Dwayne Dwayne's character. I mean, obviously, because he helps him out in the end, doesn't he?
Yeah,
He spends like the whole movie being this brooding lunatic who like bursts through brick windows chasing
yeah.
Vin Diesel, and then his crew are killed by all the corrupt police officers and stuff. Obviously, the one muscly arm to another
Yeah.
muscly arm. These two bald gargantuans just they unite to take down a common enemy, and I think
Right.
it's quite beautiful, to be honest.
Oh, shit. Yo, this is a cool shot. Where the hell am I, though? This feels like the set of a short film, a really well-directed short film called Cupcake. But it does also look super eerie. Where the hell am I?
And that without me, the franchise would be nothing. Ooh.
This is so funny. I feel like I've been here before. I feel like I'm hearing some. I feel some energy coming from this side of the road. Huh. These are some interesting buildings. Oh shit. What the hell? What the fuck is that?
Ooh. Hello, it's me, Osman. It is I, Dwayne the Rock Johnson,
What? I don't understand. What?
star of 2006's Southland Tales and 2010's The Tooth Fairy.
But what does this mean?
I am here to deliver the message that I am the savior of the Fast and Furious franchise.
Yeah, I was just watching you in the Fast and Furious movies. Why do you sound like Sam?
Oh shit.
Think about all the great scenes I've been in, Osmond, and how I've elevated those movies.
Whoa, I did not see it that way. But the more you say it, the more it kinda sounds true. Holy shit. No, this is too much. Holy shit, it wasn't real. Thank God. Oh my god. Holy shit, it wasn't real. Oh my god. Oh wow. I guess I know what the Fast and Furious franchise is all about. Huh, I guess he wants to film again. Damn. I don't need this anymore.
maybe I had all the knowledge I needed from the start. Let's do it. I don't need to watch any more films. I have the power in me.
There's this running theory that I've kind of become obsessed with. If you watch scenes of The Rock in number 5, and he's like, he's trying to be like all intimidating in front of Vin Diesel and stuff. It's the scenes like play out, and he's like super serious, and like the scene, all the scenes kind of just end with no like little bit at the end. They're all like played out super straight, like super, like this is serious. We believe in this, as opposed to like the later movies where it's like some of most of the scenes I feel as if are like they play out, and then like at the end of the scene, The Rock does a little like like he does like a little like a wink and a nod, and he's like, or I'll just bloody kill you or whatever, and something like
Yeah,
that.
yeah. But the thing, I think you've hit the nail on the head there. I think The Rock, or I don't know if it's a change in script or the actors, because I know there might be a lot of ad-libbing from a few of these actors. I've heard that The Rock
Right.
was known to like. Apparently, there's a line in Fate of the Furious where he calls Tyrese Gibson's head big. That was
And
completely
that's like
improvised.
the people say it's improvised. I think it's just like a thing where he was like, "All right, I'm gonna do this. Don't tell anyone." And
I mean,
obviously, there's more going
mm,
on there, but like, yeah, I think
it's
it's definitely it definitely says something where he's like in the first one of these movies that he's in, he's like taking the job super seriously. Like
definitely
he's in a different movie, I think. He's in a more like serious like crime thriller.
it's his entrance in Fast Five. It's just him, like he's fully like CIA operative, and he's just like, "Get out of my way," and all that nonsense.
Right, right.
And in the next one, he's like, "Vin Diesel, I love you. Please help me beat the guy who plays Gaston in the Beauty and the Beast remake."
How does that begin?
Oh, Furious 7's got the best opening. So yeah, it opens with him beating up an entire hospital of people, um, and then telling them to look after his brother, and then driving off. And it's like the best villain entrance in like the entire franchise. I think he's the only baddie in like any of these movies that I find remotely interesting, because obviously these movies are all about family. If you didn't know,
Yeah.
if you had no idea, and it's like this presentation, like the anti-dom or something.
Right.
He's also bald, but he's British this time, but he
Yeah.
still loves his family.
Yeah.
So he's just going around this entire film trying to like just kill as many of them as possible. Just at the end of it, they invite the guy that's been trying to kill them for an entire movie to a barbecue with his brother, who like fully killed a couple of them in the last one.
Right.
Like, I think Jason Statham's amazing in these films.
Yeah.
I think he knew from the get-go what kind of movie he was in, and he had fun with it.
Yeah. So in that way, it's
Yeah.
sort of a little bit of a sort of an interesting difference between Jason Statham and The Rock, where
Oh
The
yeah.
Rock kind of took a little bit of time to understand or sort of realize what he was getting into,
Hmm.
and he sort of like loosened up because like look at his performance in like number 5 and
Yeah.
compare that to like Hobbs and Shaw. It's night and day. He
Yeah.
Hobbs and Shaw he might as well have just like halfway through look at the camera and be like, "Are you guys enjoying this movie?" Because it's like it's the most like like
It's
Deadpool. Ryan Reynolds is in it. Kevin Hart is
yeah.
in it. It's like clearly a The Rock movie, I
Yeah.
feel.
Oh, it's yeah. The Hobbs and Shaw, although it does have two character names in it, it is The Rock's movie.
Yeah.
Whether you like it or not, it's The Rock's movie. I think he's even bigger in the poster than Jason Statham. Like
Yeah, I don't
It's
know if you
it's.
remember seeing the trailer for the Hobbs and Shaw, the first trailer.
I
Like
think I saw it. Yeah.
it's that like split screen where like it's like
Yeah.
going
Yeah.
through the day in the life, and
Uh,
it's
I
yeah,
mean,
it's a lot.
I think he's really like it's the beginning of Hobbs and Shaw as well. He's like reading Nietzsche or something, and he's talking about I'm flexing my brain and stuff like that. And for like the entire film, he's trying to get off with Jason Statham's sister, although he has like no chemistry with her.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Which is the
absolutely.
funniest. It's the funniest thing about Hobbs and Shaw. Like Vanessa Kirby, she's genuinely a good actor. She's not
Yeah,
like Jason Statham. She's not like Dwayne Rock Johnson, where they're
yeah,
like action movie stars. Vanessa Kirby is a good actress, but
yeah.
she's in this ridiculous film and being like, I think it's just quite a funny juxtaposition with like you've got these serious actors and then Dwayne the Rock Johnson. Um, Not 5 minutes after the line genocide schmenocide, um, which is one of I think maybe the best lines of all time.
Yeah.
Um, I do think it's whoever wrote it. I tip my hat off to you. Because why? It's just
It's amazing.
it's beautiful. It's a beautiful film. Furious 8 is the one where he understands what he's getting into because
Right.
he goes like full Tooth Fairy at the beginning of the movie.
Yeah.
He goes and it's they start doing the lad Bible humor of him and Jason
Yeah.
Statham. Just like there's two scenes in Hobbs and Shaw where they just say like funny names at each other, and that's
Oh
the entire
yeah.
scene.
You hit the nail so perfectly. It is like a lad Bible movie. It's just made for people who follow the lad Bible. I think with Hobbs and Shaw, they kind of realized maybe because like a lot of the main story Fast and Furious movies were like written like a little bit in advance, or at least they were planned in advance. Hobbs and Shaw feels like definitely it was written in the last like 2 or 3 years because it's a superhero movie. It is.
God,
Like
it
they
is.
literally say Idris Elba is literally Black Superman. That's what they say in the movie. And they kind of make like a little like wink and a nod to be like, oh, we understand. We
Mm.
know you don't. You don't understand. Come on,
It's
this is stupid.
it's like the post Deadpool. We think we're self aware, but we're really not. Sort of.
Yeah.
It's just
And it's ironic because Ryan Reynolds is in the movie as well.
exactly.
A while ago, back in 2019, right around the time of like Hobbs and Shaw, the release of that and everything around that, there was sort of like uh, an article put out by the Wall Street Journal where they were talking about it was sort of like a contract thing with the Fast and Furious franchise. They were talking like I think The Rock was involved as well, and Vin Diesel was there, and they were talking about like for the fight scenes, why not assign like numerical values to every like move, like a punches whatever, it's like punches like a 1 point, or like a headbutt is whatever, like a kick, and it's sort of like 1 plus 2, like one kick and one punch, and then a headbutt and one punch. It's sort of like the same thing, right? The idea is like everyone gives as good as they get.
Okay. Yeah.
So they kind of like they tried to do that and they kind of abandoned it a little bit. It's reportedly Vin Diesel like hired stunt choreographers and fight choreographers to make sure like no one loses, kind of.
What?
Yeah, it's
What?
like
That makes
it's
wait. Was his
it's
ego so that fragile that he couldn't
that's
get beaten
that's
in a
the
fight?
thing. According to producers and the crew, Vin Diesel, his sister is a producer on one of these films, kind of can has a say on like how many hits he can take. And here we go. Dwayne Johnson gets like producers, like he gets everything, like he gets the producers, editors, choreographers to make sure he always gives as good as he gets.
Oh my
So
god.
it's definitely like a little bit of like a egos gone mad kind of thing where it's like
I mean, I thought like I had an idea that Vin Diesel was a bit of an egotist because obviously he didn't show up on set for like hours, and
yeah, him and The Rock kind of had a
Dwayne
falling
Johnson
out.
got a bit miffed about that, and I think Vin Diesel was quite hurt that The Rock was getting his own solo film. So I had an idea about that, but I didn't know there were like contractual obligations to not get beaten up. That's insane.
Yeah,
That's
it's a lot. I want to read you this quote.
okay.
The Rock told Rolling Stone magazine, he was sort of going on, and this is the quote: "It's not always be easy being an alpha, and it's two alphas." Which is like, think about how funny. Like, we make memes about like Sigma male mentality. He really believes that.
Oh
Like,
my
he's really
god,
like,
that's they're living on a level I don't understand.
it's amazing, man.
I don't think I could ever relate to Vin Diesel or Dwayne The Rock Johnson because they're so far above me in so many they're operating on a different wavelength than the rest of us.
Right.
It's just anyone who says sort of, yeah, I'm an alpha male, it's a cry for help. It really is. I hope he's all right.
Obviously, they've reached a level with like Hobbs and Shaw where it's like these movies are so ridiculous, it kind of doesn't matter at some point.
Yeah.
But like, I think when they try to when they try to make like really serious like scenes where the fighting is like it's reliant on the emotional attachment to these characters, right?
Yes.
You kind of don't care, like, because it's like they're
They're gonna
not
be fine.
like exactly, and I
It's
think they
yeah.
mentioned this in this Wall Street Journal, even in like people have talked about this. A lot of the like modern action movies, they're kind of built around like these, like Keanu Reeves and John Wick. He gets beat up a lot, like he gets
Oh,
like
so
the
much.
shit kicked out of him. But the
Yeah.
idea is like he's like sort of like me and you, but he's just elevated. Like he has like something that keeps him going.
Yeah, but
Whereas
you've got like these ones, right? You get beat up, and a car breaks your fall, and you jump down a building on a wire, land on the back of Idris Elba, break through glass, and fall on a car. But you get up and you're just fine. And so
just keep on going because the love of family.
the stakes in these set pieces, they exist solely to go, wow, that was cool, and just move on.
Right,
That's
right.
that's what these movies are for now. And I
Yeah,
mean, take it how you will. There's some people that have no joy and be like, "This is the worst. This is the worst film
right.
decision of all time."
Yeah, yeah.
Some people that would be like, "I like it when the bald man shoots guns and drives in the car." So I think that's the best way to think about it, to be honest.
And with that, going into F9, I felt happy. I felt content. I didn't need to see The Rock. I just needed to see a bold man who loved his family. After the experience was over, I felt amazing. I felt liberation. I felt fast and furious.